An elderly man who made a living collecting scrap accidentally scraped a luxury car while turning a corner. He had no idea that the man stepping out of the car was none other than the son he'd been searching for all these years. The scene quickly drew a crowd. The old man panicked, trying to wipe the scratch with his sleeve, but it was no use. Realizing the damage was done, he nervously apologized and offered to hand over all his savings to make up for it. The CEO, fully aware the man could never afford the repair, picked up a stick and began walking toward him. The old man, terrified, stumbled backward, thinking he was about to be beaten. But just when everyone thought violence was inevitable, the CEO surprised them. He didn't hit the old man. Instead, he smashed the man's rickety scrap cart, saying, "We're even now." The old man, honest and humble, still felt guilty. He insisted on giving what little money he had left. The CEO refused again. The watching crowd was deeply moved by the scene. When his assistant quietly asked why he let the old man off so easily, the CEO said, "Because we're both searching for family." As the old man slowly walked away, something about his back looked strangely familiar to the CEO. Unable to shake the feeling, he told his assistant and bodyguards to stay put and followed the old man himself. They arrived at a rundown neighborhood set for demolition. Just outside a tiny diner, a missing person flyer caught the CEO's eye. He stepped inside and asked the owner why the lunchboxes were being sold so cheaply. The woman explained that her foster mother wasn't trying to make money, she was just hoping to find her long-lost son. The CEO, deeply touched, pulled out his wallet and offered his support. But before he could even take a bite, a group of thugs barged in, claiming they were there to enforce the demolition. One of them casually took a bite of a pancake, then threw the entire meal to the floor. They shoved out the workers, flipped tables, and threatened the elderly woman to sign the demolition papers. The woman, blinded from years of crying over her missing child, refused to leave. "This is where I'll wait for my son," she said. Watching her, the CEO took a bite of the pancake and was instantly transported back to his childhood. He used to pester his mom to make him these exact same pancakes until he was kidnapped. 15 years had passed, but somehow, this tasted just like home. The old woman pleaded with the thugs not to destroy the shop. The CEO began to suspect, could she actually be his mother? But then, the woman reached out and touched one of the thug's tattooed arms. "Son," she said softly. Annoyed, the thug pushed her away and began hurling insults at her. He then casually demanded the deed to the property. Without hesitation, the woman agreed and told the other woman to go fetch it. No matter how much the woman tried to stop her, the old lady was convinced this thug was her long-lost child, and the thug played along, sweet-talking her into handing over the deed. Left with no choice, the woman reluctantly handed it over. But that wasn't enough for the thug, he then turned his attention to her as well. Just as the old woman reached again for the thug's arm and marveled at what she thought was her son's birthmark, the CEO froze. He had the exact same mark on his arm. The woman took a closer look and suddenly realized, the mark on the thug's arm was just a tattoo, not a birthmark at all. When she told the old woman the truth, the thug's expression changed. Sensing danger, he signaled his younger brother to get rid of her, then rushed off to complete the demolition paperwork. But the old woman finally understood. She grabbed the thug's arm to stop him, but he shoved her to the ground. Just as he was about to walk out the door, a voice cut through the room. The CEO stepped forward.